On today's show, we'll take a look at how Super Bowl 53 will leave a lasting legacy in District 4. And later, a look back at the successful partnership between the county, Ludacris, and the Ludacris Foundation. I'm Commissioner Natalie Hall, and the district is next. Welcome to the district. I'm Fulton County Commissioner Natalie Hall. By now, you have likely heard that Fulton County and Atlanta will play host to the Super Bowl 53 in February. Well, while we are all excited to have millions of visitors call our city home for a short while, we're even more excited about the Legacy 53 initiative that will last long after the games ends. Lee Hendrickson is the Vice President of Community Engagement and Volunteer Programs for the Atlanta Super Bowl Host Committee, and Ardelia Austin, Director of Volunteer Programs. Welcome both of you to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here. Now, let's get right to it. Why did the Host Committee create Legacy 53?
So Legacy 53 was really created to capture everything from a community standpoint that the host committee is able to accomplish in our short time preparing to host Super Bowl 53. So we have a huge variety of pillars. We have 5 pillars and some amazing projects going on across the city. So we wanted a way to kind of distill that and to label it as a Legacy 53, how we're going to leave that lasting legacy in the city long after the game is played.
Oh, the 5 pillars. Tell us more about these pillars and what makes them so unique.
So every host city comes up with an idea of how they're going to impact their community, and Legacy 53 is truly unique to Atlanta. We have a few pillars like Business Connect that support our local businesses here that are certified and diverse. We also have sustainability, which has established a cherished tradition with host cities for the last 25 years. Wow. So we're excited to bring that back to Atlanta. We've got 3 other pillars that are really unique here: our capital improvement project, civil rights and social justice, and youth engagement.
Great. Well, what is community engagement? Why is community engagement an important part of hosting the Super Bowl?
It's so important because it's really a way for us to kind of extend the hosting experience and to extend that impact. You know, there are only going to be 75,000 or so fans in the stadium on game day for the Super Bowl. So we want to make sure there's an opportunity for our entire community to feel like they're part of it and like there's a positive value associated with the Super Bowl coming to our city.
And how do you think this community work within Legacy 53 will affect the way that visitors see Atlanta?
We're really excited to showcase Atlanta. I think with the start of our volunteer program and with some of the community activities we've already had, you can feel the energy of the city. You can see how diverse we are and how exceptional this city is at really welcoming everyone in and making sure that everybody's going to have an amazing experience.
And what has the Super Bowl Legacy 53 committee contributed to the District 4 community?
So we are so excited that our capital improvement project is going to be revitalizing Kennedy Park. And we were thrilled to have you at our groundbreaking ceremony. It was an incredible way to bring the community together and to kick off the major capital project that will bring an entirely new play space for the kids at Hollis Innovation Academy, that will bring exercise equipment and walking trails for the senior center that's right across the road, and will really be a space where the entire community as a public park can come together and enjoy outdoors and active, healthy lifestyles in years to come.
Well, I know the seniors at the New Horizons Neighborhood Senior Center are going to love it. They are really looking forward to it.
Great.
And how do you think this community work within Legacy 53 will affect the way the local community views hosting the Super Bowl?
Hopefully it's a positive experience for everyone. We really want to make sure that this is more than just Sunday. You know, this is going to be a week-long series of events. There will be so many opportunities to enjoy the fun and to get involved. Super Bowl Live will be happening the entire week leading up to the Super Bowl, and that's a free opportunity for families to come in and to enjoy Super Bowl type activities together at no charge, you know, completely open to the public. So we're excited for our city to get to show off everything we have to offer and also to enjoy everything the Super Bowl has to offer.
So you said Super Bowl Live is something that the community will be able to engage in. How will you push that information out so that the community knows the activities and the things that they can actually do?
Everything as it comes available is listed on our website, so atlsuperbowl53.com. We've got our social media handles as well, of course, so just follow us on social, visit the website, sign up for the e-newsletter. There will be lots more activity and news out about the Super Bowl in the months leading up, and especially those last couple weeks to make sure everyone has all the information they need.
And that leads me to my next question. Have the local organizations been part of Legacy 53?
Absolutely. We have some really great community partners who have been involved in supporting our local community before the host committee was formed and will continue on in that legacy tradition long after the Super Bowl leaves town. So Wonder Root is a great example of that. In our civil rights and social justice pillar, they have been a fantastic local arts partner to facilitate constructive dialogue and to bring to life these public art murals that are going to be curated into the city's collection. So they'll be here for decades to come. We've been very grateful to have the partnership with Wonder Root so that they can continue that work.
And they did some work already, didn't they? They did some artwork in the Old Fourth Ward community recently?
They have. They've made a great impact on the community already. And with this project, the Off the Wall project in particular, they actually hosted 41 community conversations over the summer. So all kinds of different organizations took part. And it was a facilitated conversation to learn about who we are as Atlantans and just different perspectives on the many communities that make up our city.
That's phenomenal. Well, let's take a break. More on Legacy 53 when we come back. Stay with us. Welcome back. We've been talking with Lee Hendrickson, Vice President of Community Engagement and Volunteer Programs for the Atlanta Super Bowl Host Committee, about the Legacy 53 initiative, and Ardelia Austin, Director of Volunteer Programs. Ardelia, what civic leaders have been involved with Legacy 53?
We are so happy that we have Warwick Dunn as our celebrity captain. He's been instrumental in kind of making sure that the thread of volunteerism is run through the program. We also have lots of community leaders who've lent their time. We will have a kickoff event, and there will be more to come on that.
And are there any others that you can think of that have been involved?
Well, yourself, of course, from the Legacy 53 side, definitely was fantastic with our groundbreaking. We'll have more to come, more projects that'll be hands-on with sustainability. To Ardelia's point, having our volunteer kickoff rally will be an exciting chance to get more civic leaders involved. I think, you know, we've been so fortunate with the Metro Atlanta Chamber of Commerce, with the City of Atlanta, with Fulton County, and with all of our district representation to be able to have that leadership and have that support so that we can learn from your perspective and also get people excited. This is something that's a fun opportunity, and so we want to make sure that we don't lose that and all the seriousness of, you know, the opportunity which we want to take advantage of. This is going to be fun.
Yes. And how will you deem this program successful?
I really think for us, you know, across Legacy 53 and our volunteer program, we want to be able to showcase Atlanta. We know that we have an exceptional population here who's ready to serve, who's ready to provide that warm hospitality. So being able to showcase that, and also being able to highlight and amplify the amazing work that's going on in our community in some areas where we know that there's momentum already, and we can just build that with our youth engagement, with our sustainability, with our ability to have those constructive conversations. That's something that we're really excited about leaving a legacy in.
That's wonderful. And Ardelia, I know you're overseeing the volunteer program. How is that going?
Oh, it's amazing. The support has been phenomenal. We had over 32,000 people want to be a part of the program, so we're really, really excited about that.
That's a lot of people.
Absolutely. So we were able to make some really good, tough decisions. And we were able to interview and get the best of the best, the people that had a real love for the city, as well as people that wanted to tell their story from the I perspective. So when people are coming into our city, they're not only getting the, oh, here's where downtown is. It's more of, I really love this restaurant, or this attraction is great. This is what I love about the city. And I think we're in a really unique position to be able to tell those stories.
And are all the volunteers from the United States?
No. We actually had a gentleman come from London to actually interview. It was so amazing. We had people come from every place, from all around the world to be a part of it. And it's really reflective of what we're trying to do. If you have a love for volunteering and giving of yourself, we put the call to action to everybody, and they really responded in that way.
That's amazing. I know it was probably tough trying to choose a smaller number out of so many people from all over the world. That had to be really tough.
It was, but I think we made some really good decisions in that way. We looked for energy. We also looked for knowledge of the city. Luckily, our population ended up really reflecting the city of Atlanta. Our diversity was spot on, female to male ratio. We had 4 living generations that were represented. It's going to be a phenomenal program. We are well represented, and the energy is there for sure.
And so where will the volunteers be staged?
Well, luckily, we will be deployed in over 204 places.
204 places in Atlanta or around the stadium?
We will be at the airport. We will be also helping facilitate Super Bowl Live as well. We will be in hotels as well as in and around the Super Bowl corridor. So those are the areas that we'll also be in: Super Bowl Live, street team, hotels, and also headquarters. Of course, we have to get the volunteers energized and get everybody, everything changes so often. So we'll make sure that our volunteers have the up-to-date information, MARTA locations, all of the things that they'll need to help all of our visitors navigate the city in a really good way.
That's wonderful. And you said headquarters. Where is the headquarters?
So we are happy. We have a partnership. We are currently housed in the GWCC, Building C.
Georgia World Congress Center.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Ah.
But that's where we'll be up until about 2 weeks prior to the Super Bowl rollout, Super Bowl week. We then will announce. Is it okay to let them know we will be?
Not yet. It's top secret.
Oh, we have some. So that means you have to come back.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, more details to come, but we're very excited to be convenient to downtown. We'll be right in the heart of it all.
Well, we're going to stay on top of that story.
Absolutely.
Are there any final thoughts, ladies?
We just appreciate the opportunity. I mean, this has been a fun adventure, I think, for each of us professionally. The chance to serve Atlanta in this way has been an honor, and so we appreciate being able to support and to serve these volunteers and the community through Legacy 53. So thanks for letting us come on and share a little bit more insight.
No,
We're happy to
both.
keep you posted as it goes, and appreciate your
please.
leadership as well.
And thank you both for what you're doing, because this is going to be huge for Atlanta. I can't even imagine how big the crowds are going to be, and how much we're going to be exposed to the rest of the world through Super Bowl coming here. And when we return, a look at the successful county partnership with the Ludacris Foundation. We'll be right back. We want to share with you how Fulton County joined the second annual LudaFam Day with Grammy Award winner Ludacris and the Ludacris Foundation. The county brought services to the big family event. As families enjoyed free entertainment and events, Fulton brought out its library, health, juvenile court, and community development services.
LudaFam Day actually had its genesis when my son was in his 20s and he would be supporting on the campuses. So now we fast forward almost 20 years and we all have families and so we wanted to create an event that celebrated our growth, that celebrated who we are and what we're doing today.
Well, there's a lot of good information for kids. They get a chance to see what really is going on, and especially with the drug kit. A lot of parents need to be informed about the drug kit. Kids need to understand what it feels like to be drunk, and especially when they're behind the wheel. And so they get a first-hand experience with these little goggles we use to understand what it's like and potentially the danger that is posed from that.
LudaFam Day is one of the signature events of the Ludacris Foundation. The foundation inspires youth through education and memorable experiences to live their dreams by uplifting families, communities, and fostering economic development. It was a pleasure to share as one of the official partners for this year's event. We'll be right back. That's our show for today. Special thanks to our guests for joining us, and a special thanks to you for watching. Feel free to contact our District 4 office anytime by calling or emailing, and be sure to connect with us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Until we meet again, I'm your District 4 Commissioner, Natalie Hall. Thanks for watching the District.